Hello there.
Hello, hello everyone! Good afternoon. Welcome to my channel. My name is Koi Rosu, also known as the Keeper of Wishes. And I can't wait for October to be over. I am so tired of these scary games. I want my comfy games back, man. So actually I've been enjoying like talking to you guys in these like little just chat segments. It's been fun. Almost so much fun that I don't want to actually play a game and just keep chatting with you all. Keeper of Wishes? Faker of Enthusiasm? No. I was just so eager to join the Tangia dungeon that I like shorthanded my message to you, Jai. Start playing Christmas music? Oh no, it's a little too early for that, Dory. Do you listen to Christmas music around this time of the year? It's like Halloween hasn't even arrived yet. You haven't? Oh no. Well, pace yourself. You'll get sick of it before Christmas even arrives. I know I kind of loathe Christmas music as a former worker of the at an employee. Or no, oh my god. At an employee, what am I saying? As a former worker at a mall. As an employee, I hated Christmas season. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of it. Started off the morning kind of rough. Woke up to a bunch of fraudulent charges on my card, and I had to go take care of that. Uh, it was great. But I'm here. I'm alive. What? How did you manage that? I don't know. It just happens, I guess. It's the first time it's ever happened to me, but my bank flagged it and like took care of it on their end, but just to be safe, I'm getting a new card or whatever. Sorry, that was me, Dory. How dare you? How dare you go to Walmart and buy like thousands of dollars of stuff? What were you even getting, huh? Do it again? No. I will cry if it actually happens again. It's definitely a scary feeling to have, you know, your personal information stolen. You're trying to get a PlayStation 5? How many PlayStation 5s can you get with $3,000? uh Anyway, let's not think about that because it gets me really, really down. What else have I been working on? About six. Dang, they're that expensive now? What happened to the days where consoles were like $100? Uh, what was I gonna say? Those days are long gone. Yeah. Can't even own games soon, probably. Honestly. If it weren't for like the indie game creators, yeah, probably. The AAA titles are just getting more and more expensive. Yeah. What have I been working on lately? Behind the scenes, I have been kind of reorganizing my social media platforms, trying to drift away from Twitter and using more Blue Sky. I've talked to a lot of really friendly people on that platform. It's kind of nice, actually. Um, and then oh, I did start messing around with a software called Vroid. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's like build your own like 3D model like kit kind of thing. What's Blue Sky? Why moving away from Twitter? Because Blue Sky is like a Twitter alternative. It's just a lot of creators, mainly VTubers, have been migrating there because of Twitter's update on their terms of service, where they're going to be training their AIs with anything that you post on the platform. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm not really big on like posting on, that kind of platform. So I'm trying to like do something different, something new to talk to more people because I'm tired of you guys. I want to talk to other. I'm just kidding. I do want to talk to other people just to like get more inspiration and get the creativity flowing. Um, but yes, back to Vroid. You knew it. Hey, I told you last time on stream that was the last time we were going to see Tartaglia. It's not because I completely forgot to remove him. Okay, no more, no more of this man. We're done. He no longer is part of the memes or this community. I'm gonna banish him. Actually, I'm gonna banish him right now. You can't stop me. Be gone. Be gone. Thank you for reminding me. Stop it. Gone now. Gone. just bask in the final moments. Because once he fades, he's gone forever. Okay, he's actually gone forever. Goodbye, Tartaglia. Thank you for all the memes. Yeah, back to Vroid. I've been trying to make a 3D model. Um, using Vroid instead of like learning everything from scratch on Blender because I tired. I tired of learning too many new things. So I'm gonna use tools that exist to make things easier. Well, I'm not sure if it'll make it fully easier. I'm still learning, but here's like a little sneak peek at the model. Yeah. What do you think? I'm also taking some creative liberties to change her hairstyle because like I want my hair to look more interesting than what it already looks like. But this is what I have so far, and the necklace and the clothes is just and the clothes is just default assets. So this will go away, but it's just the face and the bangs. She's bald in the back. I'm still learning the controls. Could you have more than one hairstyle? Yeah. Yep. You can 100%. But I do want like a hairstyle that's like the air quotes main for this model. The one that's like, you know, the one that's the standout one, the one that I'll use the most. So thinking about how the hair moves when my body's moving, because the main reason why I want a 3D model is so I can do VR content. Bald is best. Yeah, okay, so let's see. Where's the hairs? So you would be happy if she was like this, right? I'm done. We're done. Give her Teto hair? What's Teto hair? Hold on. Let me look that up. Perfect. I look like Saitama. Oh, the drill hair. I don't know that it doesn't fit my personality in my opinion, does it? One pack. Yeah, but there's some like default hairs in here. Like I could be a dude, I guess. I do like this cute little braid. This is cute. I want to learn how to make this. It'd be even better if you started your intro with that song. That intro for One Punch is amazing. And hello, Voper. Like, who am I? This is not me. I still want the elements of the hair to resemble me. That's why I'm making the hair by hand. Because none of these work. And they're a little bit too flat for my taste. Like, see how they all feel like they're like one on one plane? That's why with the one that I'm making custom, I'm doing it by parts, but I'm gonna turn this off. Ah, okay, that turned everything off. Hold on. Yes. Like if you look on the side profile, you can see the multi-layers. It's very fancy stuff. Because you said something unique, okay, fair, but drill hair doesn't work on me. Yes, that's what the leaves are for too, but I just want something different. Like, I'm going through the trouble of making a model, so why not? You're curious what I would look like with drill hair? Is that what the conversation's at right now? It's so mean when it was just like this little tuft of hair in the front. He's like, "You look like a Karen." I'm like, "No." Yeah, yeah, the back. Isn't it cute? I'm hiding the bald shame. Okay, let's see. There's like little extensions. I wonder if there's any drills in here. Let's see, let's see. There are no drills, but I can give her these like hair buns. Hey, bud. I can give her. I can become Hatsune Miku. Where's my bald redeem? I'll think about it. I'm not quite sure how avatar interactions work in with 3D models. Oh, this is kind of cute, like a little punk. It still looks so bad in the back. Hatsune Mikoi. Eh, my hair's pink though. I'm not changing that. If I changed my hair color, wouldn't it be weird? It would no longer be me. These are some foofy pigtails. Yeah, I can't imagine anything but pink. just just slap on a bun on the back and call it a day. What do you mean? My real hair color is pink. Oh, they have different types of buns. This one's like more neat. This one's kind of messy. I consider doing a ponytail, like a little bit more of a sporty look. I think that would be cute. Yeah. I was born with pink hair. I don't know what you're talking about, bud. The high ponytail's really cute because you can see the little bump on the top. Hmm. These little thin pigtails are kind of cute. Yeah? Seriously. What you see here's what you get. I don't like the really small ponytails though, because you won't be able to see it. I like how the sample image is this one default hair. Like, you can't tell what some of these extensions are. Oh, thank you, Hood, for the hydrate. Hmm? I'm doing good. Bud doesn't believe me that my hair is pink. Something about talking about my real self, and I'm so confused. I am Koi, the keeper of wishes, and I was born with pink hair. Hmm. The more I think about the ponytail, the more I kind of want one. This one's also cute, the long, like, pigtails. But, okay. One thing that I don't like about this ponytail's hair language is that it's kind of sticking out and it's more jagged. I do like my softer hair looks. It's true her hair is pink because she's a devil spawn. Wow, head. Is that really gonna be the first thing you say about me in chat? Thanks. Yeah, some of these extensions aren't the best. Ow! Oh, let's see what kind of back hair they have. I'm no longer bald! Hey! That'd be kind of cute, I guess. I've been cured. You bonked the hair out of my skull. Well, anymore and it'll be like touching the floor. Ooh. Oh, this is actually kind of nice to see the simulation because I really do like the front bangs, but I always had a problem with the bangs on the sample items. So this is cute. It's still a little too flat for my taste. Thank you for the hydrate. Would I look weird with short hair? Probably. I'm just like this now, like, hey guys, this is the new me. Oh, these braids are so cute. I kind of like that. Oh, sorry. Look at that. You, you look weird in general. Wow, Brolo. Thanks. I appreciate you. Thank you for the 100 bits and the insult that came with it. That's Queen Marika braids. Who's that? You're the fan. You're a fan of the braids, yeah. Well, I wouldn't like have all the hair braided, but maybe like a section of it, and that would be really, really cute. I am not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of these. The wavy hair is super cute though. Like maybe like wavy with like a braid. You've known me long enough. This is normal. Okay, fine. So be it. Hey, this is very similar to my current hair, kind of, except for the like pieces in the front. Yeah, so far I really love this one. I wonder what it looks like if it has any physics. Let's see. It kind of has some physics, but my computer is struggling. Oh no. Oh no. I can feel the pixels. That's cute. Ozio, good night. Sleep well. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, America from Elden Ring, of course. I don't know why I did not make that connection. Yep, that's the plan. Eventually, when I have this model up and running, we're gonna be doing a lot more VR content. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Good night, Seal. Sleep well. And then we can have so many different outfit changes and stuff. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. Like, they have a lot of default outfits in here. A lot of them don't really fit my aesthetic, but it'd be fun. It'd be fun to play dress up. And then maybe we could figure out how to make it interactable, right? Interactable in like where you guys can like swap out clothes. Oh, the braids. The big braids. You don't like it? Aw. Big sad. I didn't make this. This is like one of the presets. Yeah, like redeems to change the outfit. Like, it doesn't have to be automated. It could just be like, you know, a redeem and I switch it manually myself. That's probably the way I'm gonna end up doing it. But it would be nice if it was automated. This is too much pink on pink. This was the dress that I was wearing at the beginning because it's very close to my current outfit color. You want some more pink to go with your pink? No, not really. But it'd be fun to like dress up according to the theme of the game or whatever. Super fun. Omega fun stuff. This program is called Vroid Studio. You're not a fan of the big braids? Well, the thing is, like, I'm not gonna braid all over here. I just want one of these. Like in the front side, kind of like, but smaller. But like inside, like with her long hair. Need a fish outfit for sure. I'll look into it. Like one braid like this. You thought it was like one, like single one in like the middle. I mean, I feel like that hairstyle is very much possible. I wonder how they did this, the braid. It's like, you must have just drawn each single piece. Oh, I think I know how they did that. Okay, it's actually not that bad. My brain has to be like rewired to think in like a 3D space for all this stuff. And it's interesting. A lot of the tutorials online for Vroid Studio, the way that they build characters kind of reminds me of you know those me avatar creators? Those people that like make like one-to-one accurate like anime avatars just using the me uh character creator. It's kind of like that. You like grab different shapes from different categories. Like let's say you're using eyebrows to create line art or something crazy like that. It's pretty much like that, but in Vroid, that variation is just using hair to create all the assets that you want, like horns, wings, um, accessories, etc. So I'm not sure if in the long run it might be better to learn like a traditional 3D um modeling software like Blender or something. But it's fun nonetheless. I'm happy with like the more immediate results that Vroid provides since I don't have to worry about building a body, making little fingies and like a mouth that works with like a tongue and whatever. It's like a lot of just additional stuff that I would like to know how to do, but not for the sake of creating this project at the moment. Just dip my toe in 3D modeling stuff. Yeah. Where's that? hairstyles. Yeah. So I like this hair, the little like wavy hair, but maybe a little less symmetrical. But yeah. For now, she's just bald. Whoa! When did they add this? I don't want that. Her bald. We don't need a base here. See, like, this is what I mean. They created this ears out of hair. Wacky. Should I give Koi an ahoge? Should I? Though, like, that's for like more like clumsy or ditzy characters. I'm not clumsy or ditzy. Thank you for the hydrate. Ahoge? That's what this is called. It's usually used in anime and manga to depict like the kind of like ditzy kind of dumb character. Oh, there's some like side stuff. Oh god, that looks so bad. This is not what I meant by side braids. No, I did not say that. Oh, so this is what I was trying to figure out how to do. Because this is what I wanted for the one side of my hair. So I'll probably reference back to that. Oh, interesting. So many different shapes. Cool. Cute. I actually never explored these tabs. I just went straight into the custom stuff. Uh, what? You okay? Ooh! They did do some, like, ribbon thing. I need to learn how to do this. Your connection's getting bad? Okay. I'll see ya, Hood. Good luck with the rest of your shift. Well, this is cute too. I never thought of doing, like, side loops like this. Um, I was thinking of playing, what's it called? Slay the Princess? Cute. Are you familiar with that game? Okay, this opens new ideas for me, and that's amazing. I was getting tired of like super manual scary games, so we're gonna just try that. Let's see. I wonder if it'll let me customize. Ow. Okay, Brolo, have fun at work. And bye, Hood. See you guys later. Yeah, I learned something new just showing you this program. There's so much in this one piece of software. But, oh god, that is, Glee. Hold on. This is the new koi now. Just some, like, sideburns. Am I beautiful? I think being bald is much better. At this point, just shave it all off. Shave it off. I wouldn't dare. Would I? Oh, would I? Ooh, that looks nice. Kind of more on the right track, I'd say. Eh, but I will worry about this later. It was just something to show you guys that I was working on. Cause yeah, I honestly just want to keep making things. More fun stuff. Open new possibilities. And like I mentioned earlier, today we're going to be playing Slay the Princess. It's kind of like a pick your own adventure game where your choices, all your choices truly matter. So, hopefully it'll be fun. I've heard a lot of good things about the story, like being good. I don't know anything about it. I purposely don't look into games so that I can go into most stuff blind, which could be a good or a bad thing. But I did make sure that the game was safe to stream. So we should be fine. Should be fine. Should we get into the game now? Probably. Give me 1 second. Should be. Famous last words? Not sure. Okay, so content warning. This is a horror game and it is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website if you need a list of specific content warnings. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions can cause motion sickness in players. If either of these effects cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. Oh, let's just disable them. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. Oh, okay. This is a love story. Huh. Okay, well let's do accessibility. Self-voicing volume drop. Text size scale and text to. Can you change the font? Interesting. I kind of like the default. Okay. Preferences. Yep. Flickering images off. Okay. And subtitle language is English. Okay. Let me boost up the game volume a little bit. Hey, new game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Oh!
You're on a path in the woods.
I'll tell you later.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Basement of the cabin is a princess? Okay. What do I do with information?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Why? Okay. Oh wait, hold on. I need to change the stream category. Give me 1 second. Says done. Okay. So, explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? I might pick that one. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? That sounds like corporate coy, like, what's in it for me? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet! I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. This is you guys, chat. Silently continues to the cabin. Turns around and leaves. Oh wow, okay. End of the world. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Have you considered that maybe the only reason why she's going to end the world is because she locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Okay, so are these all the same? Look, I'll go to the cabin and talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had a chance to meet her face to face. Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. Okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Gosh. I want to know why. Yeah, tell me why.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
It's not dangerous unless she gets out. Okay, what happens if she gets out then? I want specifics.
The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her, because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down.
Huh. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
That's sus, narrator. You're here, so might as well do it. Why not? Okay, chat, what would you do if some dude was like, okay, you need to go slay the princess? Would you just do it, no questions asked? Have you considered that maybe the only reason why she's going to end the world is because she's locked
While I
up?
appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is
Depends
locked
on how
up
much she's
because
paying.
she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
So then the world won't end as long as the princess doesn't leave the...
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist?
No.
Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Wow. Okay, if the princess doesn't contribute anything to society, but everyone listens to her, then she's still an influence. Can someone else do
If
it?
only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Okay. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world
Of
ending?
course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but
Hey.
you're not one of those, right?
Surely I'm not evil. Of course not. I'm the good guy here. Do I get some sort of reward?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before
Oh, we
you
do get a reward. What is it? Can you tell me what my prize is?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
You on board, chat? It's a prize beyond your wildest imagination. We killing the princess? Forget it, I'm not
Are
doing
you
this.
serious? No, you have to do it.
Okay, fine. Oh, I'll look. But I'm still not fully sold.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Koi, just imagine you're trying to take the princess's spot. Do I want to take the princess's spot? She's literally the threat to the world, so wouldn't I just take over the role of being the threat?
Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, Talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
I'll talk to her. I won't be
You make
disillusioned.
your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Okay.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Voice of the hero.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Wait, there's a hero here. Can I do anything else? No, I can only go to the cabin. So there's a narrator, myself, and the hero.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
You can't hire assassins to get me. I'm unstoppable.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Oh, I'm actually holding the blade in my little mouse icon now. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient
Ew.
wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Not bad, huh?
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Whoa! Hello, princess!
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Continue down the stairs. Let's see. Just hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
I'm scared. I thought you were supposed to be like a nice,
You
pretty
walk down the
princess.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No, I haven't decided yet. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Silly koi, this isn't Disney. My expectations are shattered. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tighten my grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking.
She's mugging me!
Scared of me? Because you should be.
Oh.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. drop the blade, slay the princess. Does the game end if I just like ka-chunk? I want to know more.
You go into this expecting to die, you're going to die.
Oh.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Fine then, I guess we're at an impasse.
I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
I don't know what to do. This is too much pressure. I don't like conflict. It's probably my fault for picking a game that's called Slay the Princess, but are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Okay, fine. Slay the princess.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
Wait, what?
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
This princess is a fighter!
We shouldn't have hesitated. But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down.
Bro!
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
What do you mean I had the upper hand? We didn't do anything.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you.
The game's very quiet.
Broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs. This is the end, isn't it?
Is it too low still? This is like the max I can get it at.
I'm afraid it is.
It's the end.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Uh-oh. Good enough? That's not comforting.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Is that better?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
He's gaslighting me.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her, but slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
This is more than deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Okay. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this is real. All of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother do anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Of course we died. We couldn't land a single blow on her, and she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die.
Voice of the broken. Oh, he's no longer a hero.
What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless. She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
How would he know the details if it is the first time?
And I
don't
believe
know.
your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? If she ended the entire world,
Oh wait,
why
this
should
is
we
us.
even bother? We might as well just walk
Going
up
to
to that
characters.
cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end. Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
She killed me last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
All she did last time around was beat me to death. How can someone like that end the world? To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands?
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine. Or we could pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying.
Wait, voice of a hero? Oh, wait. Where are these voices?
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me? You're being cagey. What are you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. The less you know about her, the better. Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy,
Well, I'm
if
special.
that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Who cares if you think we're special? As far as I can tell, the only thing special about us is that we get to experience painfully dying all over again.
It's kind of like sadness and joy from Inside Out. That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Can you proceed?
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
Lying? Cheating? Why would she even bother? She didn't need to do anything like that last time. She caught us off guard last time. We'll be fine. Let's just keep our wits about us.
She's lying and cheating.
At least one of you still has a shred of sense. Just make sure you listen to him and not that whiner. If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Oh, poor broken. Poor broken boys.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest.
Different.
The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
I didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
What?
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us.
Artie's so...
We don't need any reminders
so
of what we
depressed.
are. It would only make things worse. For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal.
Thank you, Brola, for the 100 bits. 2.5 more hours. Let's go! And then you'll
Probably.
be free.
Do you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
I care about whether I'm being lied to. There's a mirror. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. It doesn't matter if there's a mirror. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Wow, are we crazy?
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Well, cabin's different from last
Maybe
time.
that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Okay, take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
The basement. I'm ready. She won't best me this
The
time.
door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Oh my lord.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Whoa, she's even more evil sounding this time.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Okay.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Oh.
The princess
Oh, wow.
towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
Hello, Licorice. This princess looks like she's gonna kill me. This measly little dagger is not gonna do anything.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Do you plan to play a new psychological... do you plan to play the new psychological horror game Tsunagari Chesco? Never heard of it. I can look it up. Hold on. It's a new visual novel like Doki Doki? Hey, I loved Doki Doki. I would be totally down. Sounds super fun. And thank you for the suggestion. I will put it on the list. This is a definite easy yes.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Now.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp.
Wait, what?
It clatters uselessly to the floor.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Licorice.
But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
Wait, what? I didn't drop the blade.
Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Okay, kneel.
On her command, you
Okay,
fall to
well,
the
doing
floor,
what she says
knees
also does
painfully
what she
connecting
says.
with hard stone.
So how do I not
That's
do?
my good little bird.
Oh my god,
No.
don't talk to me like
Why
that,
don't you
lady.
talk?
No, okay, I guess.
The last time we met, you couldn't even scratch me. And yet here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death?
Some narrator that's inside my head who told me to do this?
Speak.
I am speaking.
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
No, I won't tell you.
You will.
No!
Just do it already. It will feel so much better to do as she says.
I said no!
Such firm resistance. How surprising. Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
No.
Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she wants. No objections here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Oh, I can't even select this. Why? What are you going to try to make me do with it? I'm going to kill you. You're not kidding about that divine hand. Who's doing this? Is it her? Is it you?
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad. Okay, yeah. we can do that. We were probably going to stand anyway.
I hate you. I hate you so much. All of you. Stop making me do things. I'm going to kneel here forever. I can't. I have to stand.
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into what the princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
Okay.
To defy me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance. Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
What?
What?
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
End this.
Oh, we'll end this all right. Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. This narrator cracks me up. Slay yourself. Resist.
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson. Plunge that knife into your lungs.
I'm sorry. Don't... As you take another step forward,
Oh, no.
the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility. Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs.
Oh no! Disgusting.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Oh god.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her. It's what she wants. You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you. I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. But the blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing
Look,
pile
this is
of
awful.
blood and gore beneath
It's
you.
awful.
Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece, at least for now.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird thinking it can defy a god. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
Push forward.
Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
You continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open
Gross,
air
gross,
of the
gross, gross,
basement.
gross, 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 gross.
You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand. My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will. You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing what she has to.
Stop.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat. The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before. Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death. There's a place at my side for you, if you have it. Not as an equal,
Hey.
but as something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Hey, no. I am no
Well,
stinking
that's the
pet.
meaning, isn't it? Yes, how thoughtful of her. It's a mercy. Take it.
It's a mercy. Take it.
I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
Behave, Dry. I said no!
It's pointless to resist. In the end, everything submits to oblivion. But you're not the one resisting me, are you? There's something else in there. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Oh.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Goodbye, narrator.
You bring the blade to your neck. You slice through soft flesh, severing veins and arteries. Your blood flowing freely down your body.
Uh-oh.
It's a painful lesson in obedience, but the pain won't last forever. No.
Uh-oh.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond
I think
this
I'm messing
place.
up. This doesn't sound like
You
we're
will.
slaying the princess.
I promise.
I know you will.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3. The whatever this long word is.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path... Oh, let me guess. And at the end of the path is a cabin! Excuse me? Come on, man. We can see it right in
Voice
front
of
of
the
us. And
contrarian.
besides, we've been here like, 5 times already? I think this is 3. Who cares? The woods are always the worst part anyway. Nothing ever happens in them. I care. Every single time you've been here, it means an entire other reality has been damned to oblivion. One reality is already an incalculable loss. And there is a massive difference between 3 and 5.
Oh.
Feels like the numbers getting thrown around here are too big not to be abstract. Numbers like 5. Numbers like entire realities. At the end of the day, it's all just silly, isn't it? None of us can count to a whole reality, and he's asking us to think about the difference between 3 and 5. You're already starting to lose the thread. Just because you can't personally sum up the contents of an entire reality doesn't mean that the people inhabiting it don't contain moral value. If you have any sense of ethics left in there, if you have any moral compass, please, you have to stop her.
It doesn't seem like the narrator is possessed at this
Don't
moment.
you get it? Might makes right, and she didn't even have to touch us last time to prove her power. So what? Just because she made us kill ourselves, we're supposed to submit to her authority without question? I knew
Yeah,
you
I would think
surrendered to
so.
our better.
Would you bow
You
down
would
to
have lost
someone who's
eventually anyway, and it would only have
overpowering
made
you?
her angry. It would only have made things worse for all of us. Oh, for the love of... Can you all please just get on with it? You're not making this any easier for yourselves. Do we even have agency right now? We either do what she wants, or we do what he wants. Either way, we're listening to somebody. Please, nothing in life is a binary. Obviously, we find a third choice that nobody wants.
You all talk about choices and freedom, but there is no choice when it comes to the will of a god.
I'm going to cut you off right there. She is not a god, and the more times you fail, the harder it becomes for you to succeed. But the fact that you're still here means you still have a chance to pull this off. So, princess, dangerous, cabin, slay, now.
Okay, now hold on. I have so many questions.
And right now you have neither the time nor the mental acuity to handle a single response. It's now or never.
So you're saying there's a chance? I'm not going to the cabin until I have answers. What am I?
As you finish your inane question, the ground quakes beneath your feet. You feel an unyielding force pulling at you and your surroundings. The trees start to sway and then crumble, breaking apart as everything is drawn towards the cabin. Even the earth beneath you seems to shift, your feet unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything else.
The end of everything. The beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
Any, words of warning? You already know everything you need to know.
I can't even
As you stand
run away.
forward.
Whoa!
The cabin explodes. You're flung backwards, violently slamming into a tree as debris rains down around you.
Whoa!
You watch in paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you. The world.
I don't think I have much of a chance.
The ruined landscape shifts, trees and stone and the ground itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Finally, the little bird has set me free. This is always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
There's a loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade. It's now
What
or
is this
never.
thing gonna do? Hey, funny one, didn't you say something about a third option earlier? The one that would make everyone unhappy?
Well, we could always run away, right?
Ooh.
To where? I don't know. Anywhere.
You're all ruining the moment of her ascension. Have you no respect for the divine?
Bling!
A coward to your core, you turn to flee, leaping from the piece of floating debris and into the empty space beyond where the woods used to be. This isn't cowardice, this is a calculated move.
Yeah, this is calculated.
Sure it is. Can it be a bit of both? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't just a little afraid of her.
Yeah, I'm very afraid of her. I don't like the way she talks to me. I'm also afraid of what it's doing to Dry Guy.
Are you so awestruck by my glory that you cannot bear to look at me? I think not.
As you fall, a great force pulls at the back of your neck, violently yanking you away from whatever lack of destination you were headed towards.
Now, witness me!
Yes, Your Grace.
Dang it.
She turns you to face her. The scruff of your neck is held firmly between two giant fingers. So much for running away.
I forgive you your transgressions, but my destiny is inescapable.
She's right, we don't even have a weapon. It's over, isn't it?
And yet she still extends her mercy. We should do as she says. Why are you all resisting in the first place?
Embrace your new goddess. Is this the only choice? And they like poke her eye out. Yes,
So much for spiting her. Spiting him it is.
Good. I can feel your heart opening to mine.
Her words are like a gentle tug, drawing you closer to the mountain of her body. You land softly on her shoulder. Her skin is warm and comforting. This really is Is it the end? We're still here.
The night sky unweaves into a textured nothingness. He does not respond.
Everything is gone but us and her. This is her power. This is where we're meant to be.
He's really gone? Huh, that's unexpected. But he would have said something by now if he were still here. Right? Yeah. Never knew when to shut up, that one. It's part of why I liked him so much. I can't believe all it took to make him disappear was saying no once. What happens now?
This world is but an illusion, keeping us from my ascension. A play of shadows dancing on the wall.
The princess reaches forward into the textured nothing and buries her fingers in its divine flesh. Her touch is soft.
The flame may be snuffed, but the wall remains. This isn't just for my glory. You are a part of this now.
See? This is nice. We're safe. She's helping us. She's helping everyone.
What is she doing? Her grip tightens and somehow you feel it. The pain sits at the limits of your comprehension, like an endless sea of hands falling on you one after another before finally collapsing in on themselves. You lose yourself in the darkness. Scream in unintelligible agony. You have to stop this. I can't take it. You're hurting me.
It will be over soon, little bird. Then your eyes will open, and all of this pain will seem but the fading memory of a distant dream.
Soon? Soon? Does that mean there's gonna be more? My only comfort is that he isn't here to see us suffer. He would love that, wouldn't he?
Oh god! The textured nothing is ripped open, and with it, you're ripped open. Amid a sea of dissociative pain, you can feel everything that is you pouring out into the ether. And you feel something else too. Anger. A need to lash out and hurt that which is hurting you.
Yes. Hurt her. Do something, anything, to make
Sounds like
it
the crow.
stop.
No. If suffering is what she demands of us, suffering is what we'll give. Why would I doubt our God?
It is so tempting to see what's on the other side of that great big nothing, but I think I'm gonna lose myself if this goes on for much longer. Why do we have to be the ones going through all this pain while she gets all the benefits?
Blasphemer. We have been given the gift of offering ourselves to a higher purpose, and you spit in its face.
Make her suffer with you. You are a wave of tendrils racing against themselves and down the shape of an arm. You snap around it. Relief as a massive burden is lifted from you. You are in one piece. You are in your body. Your eyes open before you. Before you is the massive form of the princess, arms bound by the textured nothing. Behind her, a hole in the world leading into something beyond, something beautiful.
I knew it! That old windbag was hiding all kinds of secrets from us. There's a whole world out there.
I don't know what to say. It's just so beautiful. Doesn't the mere sight make all the misery worth it?
It's not all that.
It's not all that.
What did you do to me? I was supposed to be perfect. I was supposed to be a god. I was all of those things. And now I'm not. All because of you.
She looks up with futile sorrow at something beautiful that sits beyond.
We could have had everything. If only you had given me a little more, we could have been free on the wings of my glory. Now we're stuck here. Forever.
I, for one, am perfectly happy to be stuck here forever. It's more than worth it if that's the price we paid for taking her down a peg.
Your revenge is a better vendetta. The hole mends shut. As it closes, the tendrils loose their grip, freeing the princess as they retreat.
It's gone. No, how do we get it back? Can we try again? We'll suffer so much better if we get to try again, I promise.
It's so cold here. If this wasn't enough, then what is?
Oh, whoa, what is all that? She faded into nothing. But you don't get the opportunity to try again. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I feel anxious. Does anyone
Voldemort,
else feel
is that you?
anxious? Then what the hell are we supposed to do?
The narrator's
Yes.
gone.
Does that mean the world ended? Again, what the hell are we supposed to do? Figures the world would end and leave us with all this nothing.
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No, don't do that.
Why not?
I don't want to look at us.
Approach
I'm
the-
begging you, don't do this.
The mirror's never scared you
It's
before.
different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror, gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. I'm a monster! You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. It seemed a cabin. Oh, there she is. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Who are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights. What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one sits at the cusp of awakening, a new god waiting to be born. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
You know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
I don't know, but I really like her voice.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the world on this place?
I know only that they are.
You the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always a princess? Or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
We know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess, to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated. If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
It's either wait forever or okay, I'm ready.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Ugh, everything goes dark and you die. Great. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that
we're
cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
No, you can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or R1 on your controller. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Okay, let's just Turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Okay, fine. You're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and I'll slay the princess. Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her, maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. Yes. I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. I'm gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Slightly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path
Oh, we
away
actually
from the
can
cabin.
leave.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient.
Oh,
Everything's
God.
back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Okay, I'm going into the cabin. Sheesh. Now turn
You're
around.
really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't
Yeah,
you?
I'm leaving.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
It's fine. I don't care. I'm not killing a princess. Good. Maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this. Quietly
Your
continue down the
silence is deafening. But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
There's no fighting this, is there? I have to go into the cabin, don't I? Fine. But yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden
the
structures
leaves
through the
were breaking.
leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Yep.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh, wait, chapter 2, The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'll just stay. I'm just staying here in the woods forever. Staying in the woods forever.
Oh, that's clever. A little boring, though.
Oh, the Contrarian came out this time.
It's extremely boring. Can we really do that? Can we really just do nothing? No, you can't just do nothing. You have to do something. Alright, so it's decided. Even if it's boring, we're going to do nothing. Forever. Congratulations, you continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing.
Hey.
Wait, can you still hear me? It's getting fussy.
Oh, why is everything getting fussy?
What is that weird feeling? It's like I'm barely even here anymore. Well, it's not nothing, that's for sure. Does that mean we messed up?
Uh-oh. The world around you is unwound. Its physical matter replaced by a textured nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Memory returns. There's a distant rumbling, the sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder. Something other comes close. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. Ooh, it's the hands! Feelers probe across the fabric of reality, and extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag, claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if it doesn't bring more gifts. Force pushing against your will. No, not go back, not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. Wagging finger. There's only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Gosh darn it.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to...
Okay, well... fine. Just go to the cabin.
You make your way up
It
the
doesn't
short
even
path to
give
the
us
cabin.
the option to leave.
You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a... Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
See to the cabin.
The interior of the cab, the blade, is your... You take the blade from...
Center. We're gonna speed run this. We're gonna and then be
The
done.
door to the basement creaks open. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds... Don't let it fool you. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
We can do this.
No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way.
That was
and look
easy.
down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Wow, that's rude.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Is it over? Of course, she's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Because we killed
You
someone.
did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Beep.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now
the bad guy?
is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
That's bullshit. Let me out of here. Okay. I was kind of hoping to get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity.
This is my reward.
Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just going to stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Chat, you're happy. You're happy here. Because I'm telling you. Okay, maybe I'm not happy. But I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to. No, we're happy.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence.
Feel
Though
like the
words like
narrator's
eventually
manipulating
and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift.
stripping
You
everything away
simply
from us.
exist. Happy.
Forever.
Forever.
Good ending! You did it! You saved
You have
everyone!
already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm not happy, and I'm not just saying that because you're
Good,
the last person I
because
talked to.
I have
She
an
won't let
idea
us
to
quit.
get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, you know, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
Clearly. According to my research, if you stab yourself, you could potentially die.
In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
You better be right about this. I'm pretty upset if we... I'll be pretty upset if we die.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you. You're on a path in the woods.
Again?
And at the end, you're here to slay her.
What?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine.
Oh,
It wasn't very
of
hard
cold.
to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's assume I'm telling you the truth. Oh no, let's just...
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she won't.
She won't be a problem. See the cabin. Maybe we'll go down with no knife this time.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odour of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead.
Into the basement. No knife. We don't need it.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
We are playing Slay the Princess, which is like a choose-your-own-adventure story game, and every choice you make has consequences. You are playing a character that's supposedly tasked to kill the princess, because if you do not kill the princess, she will end the world. That's all that you know, really. But we're kind of stuck in this time loop.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait,
Hello, princess.
This isn't right. What's going on here? A ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Zess.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again.
I like the voice actor.
I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again.
Kill the princess, romance the ghost.
We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
Grab her!
Before she can suspect a thing, you lunge forward and grab her arm. You feel substance for the briefest of moments, but then you feel nothing at all, as though all you've done is clutch at empty air.
You're adorable when you're confused.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Uh-oh. I messed up.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
Yeah, okay, if I knew I'd have to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. Of course I attacked you. You're supposed to end the world. That's why I killed you last time too. You're dead. Or at least mostly dead. Can you even hurt me?
You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
How come you can touch me if I can't touch you?
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls, but I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here. I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
After all, you owe me.
Stop doing that.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
What if I say no? This would just be temporary, right? You'll leave once we're out of the cabin. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control before I agree to anything? We need to talk about what happened after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward.
Or do you even want to stop her from destroying the world?
Let's
because,
try
like,
not
if
to
we
let
don't,
emotion get the better of it.
because if we don't stop her, then the world technically still ends, apparently. So, I don't know. We're just stuck in a loop. At this point, I'm just exploring my options. I'm not cold, I'm just dumb. It's just big, dumb, stupid idiot. Stupid. What was I thinking, just believing what I was told?
Oh, cut it out. You don't need to be so pathetic.
Never mind. I don't think I want to see you beg. That's just sad. I shouldn't feel sad about my murderer.
Shit, everyone sounds disappointed in me. I should grovel even more. What are you going to do if I help you get out of here? Well, where are you going to end the world? Didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the world? He's getting gaslit by Koi. Nah.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt. Maybe I'll haunt you.
Oh. The hero is not at fault. He too is a puppet of the evil overlady fish that plays with his life.
It's a tough question.
Ugly.
Asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
What are you talking about, Bourbon?
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when someone is dead.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
She's insane. I mean, maybe. Well, where are you going to end the world?
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
You didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the world?
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
Still didn't answer my question. Even if you don't want to end it, does letting you out of here mean the world is going to end?
It does. We're not asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you. I promise. The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's home, I think. But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also didn't. And you ended too. But here you are. And you don't even look any different. I'm not so sure endings are real.
Shit, sounds like everyone's disappointed.
No, you're not doing that. That's right, don't you dare grovel. Mine is the only opinion that matters, and I'll never be disappointed in you. As long as you do as I say.
Wow, narrator. Oh, they won't let me grovel. Okay, we'll leave it at that, I guess. See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened. We killed her.
Yes, obviously things are strange right now. I think it's safe to say that you've seen something
Like,
you
have some
shouldn't have
dignity.
seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened. But you have a job to finish. Finish how? We already did what you told us. And now she's a ghost. There's a perfectly pristine blade waiting for you upstairs. You could always use it to, I don't know, slay her.
How's a blade going
And then
to slay?
what? And then you'll have saved the world. I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option. What do you mean, after? You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? Are you going to try and lock us away in a
Give her
timeless
another
void
star?
again?
No.
Because I didn't much care for that. I'm not going to lock you anywhere. What an interesting choice of emphasis.
I killed you. What are you doing not being dead?
I don't feel very bad. But I guess I'm not dead. So you must have only mostly killed me. Or maybe death is only mostly real, but it's also mostly not real. I'm not sure. I'm just the one these things have happened to. Not the one with all the answers. Or any of the answers.
But we're not a ghost. Unless we are? Death, at least as a form of permanence, is just a concept. And clearly it's not a very useful one anymore. Maybe we should throw it out entirely.
Your body's right there, though. Your dead body.
The princess glances back at the bones lying on the floor.
It's just a body. Do you believe these bones? Or do you believe me? Because those bones aren't talking to you.
She's seeing things pragmatically. We should do the same. Reality is what's in front of us, not our preconceptions of what it should be. There doesn't need to be a static truth. There doesn't need to be objectivity.
I do like the voices of all the voice actors, but it seems like every time we do like a time reset, you always have the hero voice. But the second entity could be anything else based on what you're doing. This time around we have the voice of the cold, and it seems like the very second entity you gain tries to align with whatever the princess wants, which is weird. The other one was the voice of the broken, who was literally like, given to the higher being, the princess. We're so lowly. If we listen to her, we'll suffer less. So I wonder if listening to the voice of the cold is a bad idea. You know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. And not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper. A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Not playing the victim. You threatened me last time.
Well, yeah. You brought a knife with you. Was I supposed to just welcome you with open arms when you obviously had stabbing on the mind?
That's kind of true. That's kind of my fault. You recognize them, the voices? I'm not sure whose voice this belongs to. A knife could have been for anything.
It could have, but it wasn't. You can't blame me for threatening a would-be knife-wielding murderer. Especially when that would-be knife-wielding murderer became an actual knife-wielding murderer.
If I knew I'd have to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you.
And if I knew you were going to murder me without even knowing who I was, I wouldn't have given you the chance.
We all make mistakes.
Oof. You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me?
A boring question with an easy answer. Nothing. She's a ghost. Ghosts can't hurt us.
That's for me to know, and for you to wonder about. Maybe I can't do anything to you.
She could possess us, and then grab the knife and stab ourselves.
See?
Or maybe I can rip your heart out.
Who's to say, really?
I don't like the uncertainty here. I don't know what to do or who to trust.
Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Thoughts?
She might be making it hard for us to kill her body. But those bones look very, very real. Maybe breaking them breaks her. Or maybe burying them would put her to rest. Don't take any piece of her outside of this cabin. Maybe you should stop looking for loopholes and try harder to actually slay her. But we are trying.
What if I buried your bones outside?
Those are just bones. They aren't me. Bury them, destroy them, whatever.
You don't trust the
That
narrator?
dusty
Me
pile
too.
of death is just a reminder of what you've done. It's not a fix for anything.
Okay, I've given enough thought. Given it enough thought. Let's get you out of here. No, I'm not gonna let her possess me. Okay, I've given enough thought. The answer is no. Mash your bones? You sure? Grab the princess, but try harder. She's gonna get really mad at me if I do that. Smash her.
You push through the princess and rush the pile of bones on the floor, swinging your fist down and smashing through what remains of her ribcage. The ancient bones splinter, then crumble, reduced to dust almost instantly.
Even after what I've said, you still gave it your all. Such a disappointing choice. I don't think I like the person behind those eyes. I was willing to let bygones be bygones, killer. I was willing to ignore everything you did to me so we could get out of here, together. All I ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find a way back home.
Uh-oh.
Wherever home is.
Her eyes turn from wells of sorrow to pits of wrath as she stares into you.
Uh-oh.
But I guess violence is the only language you speak.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then... Yes? Nothing happens. Are you sure about that? Something should have happened. And yet it didn't. We're fine.
I don't know. Did you miss? I'm not afraid of you. Stare at her in silence. Step away. I'm not afraid of you, not really. I'm not evil, I'm just practical. Stare at her in
You
silence.
can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. A horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed, starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now. Pity we don't have a weapon. Your last moments are spent a helpless witness as she rips her hand from your chest, holding your still beating heart in her clenched fist. But it's ours.
See you soon, killer.
She crushes it, blood and ruined vascular tissue leaking from between her fingers, dribbling unceremoniously to the floor.
Karma.
Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the wood, and here we go again. The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it. Come on, let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this.
I deserve. I was just listening to some
There's got to be a right answer.
Being open-minded.
Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start? That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busywork. I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be, seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them. Okay,
It's
so
not a
you've
sick
already
joke.
been here. Twice even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess. Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us. That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending. The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy? Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. Yes, and then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake.
This is all fake. It's not real.
Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is
what
real.
would you do?
The world is
Try-
real. The people in the world
Try
are
to
real, and
kill
the
the princess,
danger she poses
date
to
the
all of them
princess.
is also, quite unfortunately, real. Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
Why should we help you? All you're going to do is lock us away forever.
Tell you what, I won't do that. I promise.
Then what else are you going to do? I would work with Princess and murder the gods that try to get us in a loop. Then I'd eat them and remake the world as a wish.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yes.
That changes everything. I mean, he did promise.
Well, surely he couldn't go back on his promise.
And you believed him?
Are you the same narrator we met in the other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here before.
If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. That's a hedge, not a wager. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate. So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us. They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
We've killed her and been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop forever, eventually we're going to let her out. Might as well do it now.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't. How convenient, everything always comes back to what you want us to do. I'm sick of him. Makes me want to end the world out of spite.
That sounds like Moon. Makes me want to end the world out of spite.
On second thought, let's not kill him. Let's throw him someplace that never ends. I'd like to see what that does to him.
Hello, Lucky. Hi, everyone. Where are we right now? Right now, we are playing Slay the Princess. How many loops have I done? I lost count. This is my first time playing this game. I don't know anything about it, so if you're more experienced or familiar, please don't say anything. I would appreciate it very, very much. But hi, welcome to here. My name is Clay Kurosu, also known as the Keeper of Wishes. And for the rest of October, I'm playing some scary games. But I decided to take a break from the more, I guess, cooperative scary games, and I wanted to do something more story-oriented. So that's why we're here now. Hello, hello. Okay. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another option. That one's not realistic, though.
Then she finds a way out on her own.
She seemed to struggle with that.
Of course she does. So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only we don't have to see her. That's gotta be better, right? No, it's strictly worse. But she can't kill us out here. Why would staying out of killing distance be worse if she's getting out regardless? Because it's cowardly, for starters. And because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. if you already managed to enter in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong. How are we supposed to decide on anything if you just keep coming up with new rules? Since when is there a wrong way to slay her?
Whatever, proceed to the
Continue
cabin.
down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do.
Okay, then it's best for me to not say anything then. I'll probably find out eventually. Okay.
The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do
Well,
it
the
then.
spiteful
Let her
one.
out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Are you trying to use a reverse psychology on me? Or have you just given up?
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Lucky. Welcome to the community.
Would you look at that? We won.
We win.
Take it however you will.
Okay, entered the cabin. I'm taking the knife.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance.
This seems
Curtains
wrong.
billow out from tall
pretty
windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward.
I see the mirror.
The only furniture of note is...
Can the
that's
narrator see
strange.
the mirror?
What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Great. Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter.
Let's pretend there is a mirror at the end of this hallway, and that right now we can't see behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. The way to the basement? Don't you mean door? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening. What are the odds she's waiting for us right behind it? If I were running a bullshit factory, it's what I'd do. Let me assure you, if there's nothing there, nothing is going to jump out at you, and certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement. He can't see the mirror, the knife is gone, defying his expectations. Who the hell is calling the shots here? Nobody is calling the shots, that's how reality works.
Apparently the narrator is not calling the shots. I'll just approach the mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
I'm being watched? By whom?
We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others. I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation, we just need this to be over. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Wipe the
Here we
mirror
go.
clean. Here we go.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Shit, where is she?
Uh-oh.
You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle.
Oh, she's
Your
below
heart
us.
skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then it, she, the princess, constricts. Your bones
Oh,
snap.
no.
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her
That's
hand
the
grips your
princess?
leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right. I thought maybe you'd seen what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
I say we let her do it. It's something different. Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time. Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade? Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
Look, we're even now. I killed you, and then you killed me. Water under the bridge, right? I never wanted to hurt you. I don't even know how I got here. I'm a victim in all of this too, you know. Wouldn't possessing me against my will make you no better than me? You don't have to be evil. You don't have to do this. Do you need to take my body? Can't I just open the door for you? That's fine. I actually came here to free you. Struggle. Oh god, okay.
And you think that's even? How adorable. But I think you forgot about the part where you tried killing me again. If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Evil is all about perspective. After all you've done, why would I ever care about what you think of me? Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind us.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, manifest a rock right on top of her head?
And then a rock spawn above the princess's head comes crashing down and ends her.
And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up. Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support.
Oh gosh.
There's another option, you know. Don't help either of them. Flip the table.
How do you do that? You don't have a will to wield. You're solid in brain of courage.
That gap where the mirror was, I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss.
Oh.
Move now.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
Leave the camp and throw your body into the abyss. Bye!
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss. Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body.
Ugh.
One foot planted firmly on the
Disgusting.
edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. Enough is enough. I'm tired of us always losing. It's just a step away.
Even if you throw yourself into the abyss, you still lose.
You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you hate me?
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall.
Why are you calling me a loser?
What an end. But at least it's ours. An empire of frigid nothing. I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it. What happens now?
You neither had it now. You wanted it.
But I want to know what he thinks happens now.
I'll be sure to find that out.
Oh? And why is that?
You didn't pay attention to your head. You left. Gone. It's just you and you and you and me. Idiot.
He's gone. But
Terminal velocity ceases, and you feel a something, a mass, a growth, torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What? What's happening to me?
But you don't answer her before she's gone, and feel a resistance under you. Once more, memory returns.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
I would have kept them in the dark if I were you. What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. So you're the real puppet master here? Can't believe I tried to help you.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror, gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. You're gone once again. The mirror always makes them wait. You need to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Oh, she's different. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. You give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed, but in this moment, all I want is to know myself.
You know that the end of this, once you're finished, we're going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met, thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
You have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
I feel like this entity is gonna turn out to be evil, super evil, and I just fed it. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
There is a hurt that dwells in them, but they are not me. They are thoughts and perspectives. They are feelings that inform my being. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I cannot be as I was before. There are new spaces that I must fill.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build upon. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. I will transcend in due time, and there is no way forward but to contribute to my awakening.
Guess I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Well, we're back to chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to stop things here. It is a shorter stream. I'm a little bit exhausted. If been staying up too late doing stuff. But this game is super fun. I would love to explore it more and see what happens in the story. I really like the voice acting. I'm super impressed by that. They were not kidding about the voices being really good. And I might continue this tomorrow, or I might start something else. We shall see. We only have, what, 2 more days of October left? But yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out with me today. Let's go look for someone to raid with. Oodles. Let's raid Kaiju Uno. They're making a 3D model, it seems. I would like to see their progress. Kaiju Uno. I'm sorry, Mokashi. It was a short stream. I have things to do and also to rest. But I will be back tomorrow, fully recharged. So until then, take care, guys. Bye-bye. I will be, I promise.